In this video, we're going to look at automating some synth parameters and drawing in some automation in the controller lanes here in the MIDI editor. So let's start by muting our clav and bass tracks. They're both selected now. I'm going to hit the mute button, and now we should hear just the drums at bar 9. All right, let's get our synth track ready. I'm going to click it and enable it for view, and I'm going to disable the view of the others. I don't really need them anymore. And we're going to write to the synth track. So let's draw in some nice long notes and we'll make some chords. I went a little over a bar there, I'll shorten it. And let's put a nice, now let's move that up to an A. And let's go to a D. So I'll have a D minor chord. Except they're not locked in. There we go. And let's create another chord here. All right. So 2 chords, let's shorten that. There we go. All right, I want to automate some filter movement on that. Let's go to our mixer window, and this is the synth track here, and I have expand plugin called up on it. I'm going to open it up, and this is the patch that's loaded in. And what I want to do is I want to make the filter available for automation. So to do that, I click this little button up here, and we have all the available parameters on the left here, and we just need to choose which ones we want to make available, and then they'll appear in our lists in both the edit window or in the controller lanes of the MIDI editor window. So I'm going to click cutoff and go add. Let's go OK, and we're done. So I can go to the edit window if I wanted to, and I can make this a bit bigger for a moment just to show you. And enable the automation lane and switch it to synth effects expand cutoff. So that parameter becomes available there. But let's work in the MIDI editor for now. Control equals, we're back to that. And I'm going to make this a bit bigger by resizing there. And let's go over here. We don't really need all of these lanes. So there's cutoff at the bottom, automatically got assigned. But I'm going to turn those off, and I just want to work with one lane so that we can have it nice and big. And let's click hold there and switch that to the cutoff. So let's look at how the pencil tool works now in the different modes when it's drawing this kind of automation data. So freehand, as we expect, will allow us to draw freehand filter movements like that. And it creates nodes all along the way. Let's listen to that. And I'm going to go to my smart tool, select all this, and hit delete to get rid of it. Let's go to line mode, and as we expect, that'll draw a line in like that. Let's hear that. Command Z, undo, undo, back to the beginning. Triangle. Now this is interesting. It's going to draw a triangle. Watch what happens here. It draws triangles, but what interval does it draw these triangles in? It draws them based on the grid value. So let's go to the grid mode, and we're set to 16th notes. So we're going to have 16th note values going up and down. So this is a great way to get automation synced to tempo and to musical divisions. Command Z, undo. I'm going to switch the grid to 8th notes, and now it'll draw them wider. So very useful musical ways of getting some nice automation happening. Square wave, straight on, straight off. It'll be a bit more abrupt sounding. And they don't have to be full value. I can do them like that if I want, but let's go up high. Undo, and start high. Like that. Undo. And we have finally random. And it does what you'd expect. A series of random shapes. Random values. I kind of like the triangle for this specific type of application. Undo. And we can even do broader, wider triangles. Let's go to quarter notes. That's nice. Let's try a dotted note. Let's go to eighths and try, gotta be careful where you click there, dotted eighths. We'll get 3/16 that way. It should be interesting. So lots of interesting ways of using automation to automate parameters and using the pencil tool in different modes to use different or to create different rhythmic patterns and values. And the last two modes aren't available for this, parabolic and S-curve. They're mainly used for creating tempo curves when you want to create tempo alterations. So that's it for now. Stay tuned, and I'll see you for more next time.